can you just tell us a little bit more about kind of what's happening in the present with MIC and like just kind of the general overlay?
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Cool,
actually a
cool.
great question, and I thank you for introducing that without even me
Yes.
having to cue you up on
Yeah.
it. So hey, Rich, thank you for joining. Gino just asked a question, and he asked for an update on kind of what's going on with MIC, what we're working on. So in general, where TJ and I are kind of at with MIC, we've been now in business now for 5 years. We've been, kind of had a vision for what we wanted MIC to be overall. But obviously, the ultimate vision for what we want MIC to be and where we started are two different things. So we've, over the last 5 years, we've been working on developing our coaching program, one-on-one and things of that nature. And then, to make it more affordable and more accessible to people, we developed an online program that people can take that kind of walks everyone through step by step how to develop a unique music career around you and your music. And so that took us some time to put together, but that's all up on online and works well for everybody that have been taking it. And the final step for us is to launch a community. So the reason why we're launching a community is for a few reasons. First, in our ultimate vision, we feel for musicians to be successful in today's industry, they need a few things. First, they need to know about the business side of the music industry. Now we recognize that people don't have the time to go out and get a full-on music business education, which is why we developed the coaching program and the online program so that you can get a kind of a crash course on what you need to do without any additional fluff, without having to figure things out. If you follow exactly what we tell you to do, you'll be set up for success. The second thing people need are expert guidance, because even though you can go and do the traditional things of, hey, I'm going to set up social media, or I'm going to play live shows, or whatever it is that you feel you want to do with in relation to your business plan, everyone's going to encounter certain obstacles and challenges in their own career that are unique to them. So there can't be a cookie cutter explanation or fix or solution for every single musician as they're developing their career. And you need to talk to someone that can sit there, who knows you, understands your likes and dislikes, can kind of hear about what's going on with your audience and whatnot, and give you a human opinion on that. So that's where the coaching comes in. On the flip side of that, where the community comes in and why we're launching it for, to build a music career, you need support. You need the help of your peers. You need to be able to, again, have people that you lean on. When I first started in the music industry, I was a member of a music community of about 15 to 20 musicians run by my music mentor. And it was invaluable to protecting me from making bad choices in my career and help me to make good choices in my career. It gave me people to lean on and support me as I was pursuing my career and the things that I were doing. And it just allowed me to be able to get the knowledge and things that I needed to be successful. And that's kind of part of what this community is about. So the way that envision that we see as community, we wanted to offer a few basic things. Now, the first is obviously going to be business advice. So within the community, we have a section in the documents area that is MIC resources. And that's just filled with some of the basic things that we feel musicians need to know to be successful. Everything from how to plan your music career, to building a customer funnel, to creating your brand, to registering your music. Now, obviously, that's not everything that you need to do. Our full program gives you everything, but we want musicians that join here, if they don't feel like taking our paid program, to have access to at least the basic knowledge that they need to be successful, and that's what that section's for. The other aspects of that too is working on a regular basis. So actually, after you have kind of a plan for what you want to do with your music career, what should you be working on? How do I go about doing it? So we have, weekly challenges and things of that nature that helps you kind of take small steps to being successful. And then also accountability aspects of it. So like this week, and in the upcoming weeks, what we'll do is, the first day of the month, we'll ask you what you're working on. And we'll check in with you during the week to see how you're progressing, if you need any help, if you need feedback on stuff. And then at the end of the week, we'll kind of take some stock and say, like, what did you get accomplished? Let's post it in the win section. So everyone kind of feels like they're progressing and moving forward. And as we move forward with things, we'll also, from the business end of things, offer masterclass workshops where we hop online and we teach about a specific aspect of your career. Next month, we're going to be talking about how to build a diehard fan base. But those teachings will be a variety of things. We'll also ask you if there's specific things you guys want to know about, and we'll set up lessons for doing that. And then as time goes on, we're also take feedback. If you guys want specific things added from the business side that we're not doing, let us know, and we'll do that. Part 2 is obviously music. We can't have a music career without that. So we want to offer different music related events. Right now, what we're kicking around are ideas for like, an open mic night once or twice a month, maybe joint shows, organizing members together and putting on something through the MIC channels or in person if you guys live in the similar area. Also, we have ideas for maybe starting a songwriting circle where people get together once a week, play a song that they're working on, get feedback from their the other members, and so they can kind of help with the writing of their songs. And then maybe 2, even we're kind of kicking around the idea of starting a monthly collaboration where we pair members up with one another, and over the course of a month they work together on a song and then post it inside the group. So right now we're just kind of kicking around some ideas. It's not about like just TJ's and my vision. It's has to be about what you guys want and what you guys feel is useful, which will obviously change as we grow. And in addition to those types of things, what we want to do in the group is to also offer things like relationship building. So to be successful, you need connections in the industry. Now, a lot of musicians will focus on, trying to find a hot music producer or a manager or a label, all these kind of stuff, but they overlook their fellow musicians, and you shouldn't be doing that. You can get a lot out of working just with a fellow artist. So what I mean by that is if you had 100 members in your audience or fan base, and you met another musician with the same, and you guys put on a show together and invited your fans, maybe, and then shared those audience members, you guys would grow your audience, and not in a way like on Instagram where it's like, you're getting followers that really don't care. They're just following you for whatever reason. You have no personal relationship with them. You're getting meaningful contacts into your group, so you have an opportunity to actually build a fan base that's going to financially support you. Other things that we want to do from a relationship building standpoint is just to encourage you guys to get to know one another. So like we'll do things like a game night, once or twice a month, depending on how often you guys want it. We have some other ideas like doing a member spotlight where we'll hop on, like a Zoom call like this and interview members about their background, their career, what they're looking to do, how they found MIC. And then, what we'll do is we'll post that in the community and then share that amongst our social media channels and have everyone else do the same. So that, background of that artist gets out amongst, everyone's networks of contacts and fans. We also want to be bringing in at some point in time as we grow, other expert advisors besides myself and TJ, maybe people that specialize in, production or, touring or whatever, things that will help you guys in whatever way that you guys need the help in. So that's some of the stuff we'll be working on from a building relationship standpoint. And the final area that we want to, address is wellness. We haven't worked too much on this area yet, but I've learned that to be successful in whatever it is you're doing, you can't be all about work and business. And even if you love music, can't do it 24/7. So you also need a certain amount of life balance. So even though the building relationships and making friends will be fun, you also need to take care of yourself. So like we might, again, depending on what we get when people join, we might have, guided meditation or yoga classes, or, people might, wind up posting healthy recipes or things that just kind of help them in general. Again, we'll be working with our members to kind of figure those things out. So that's at least from the artist development standpoint, what we see. So we're essentially trying to create a new artist development thing within this community that helps you and gives you everything you need. Overall, what we want to do is then use the membership as we grow to make your journey progressing in your career easier. So obviously, all that information, all that help and all that support will go miles into helping you build your career and grow as an artist. But I've also come to find that you also need help making money and growing your audience and all these other things, getting discounts on gear and whatever. So if you were to go out and try to do that on your own, you can do it. And the way that we recommend doing it is by growing your audience and then leveraging your audience to make deals with, either other artists to share fans or, approach sponsors or, do things along those natures where you are utilizing that stuff so you can start making more money and getting more contacts and doing more things. Well, part of our early vision was, if we can get everyone in a community to work together, sharing fans, supporting one another, the more that our membership grows and that audience, that extended audience grows, TJ and I will be able to leverage that and approach sponsors, talk to online services for musicians to get discounts maybe on distribution or gear. So we want to utilize the strength of the community to make our members' journeys easier by brokering deals on their behalf that just help them and that help them make more money. So, we have a bunch of ways that we see doing that. The first way that we'll probably wind up doing that is the people that take our full-time program will offer, an affiliate program where we're splitting, the sale of our program 50-50 to members that want to do that. So right now we're selling our program for $500. So if members, get someone to sign up, and purchase our program, they make $250 more or less. And then we want to, again, continue to do stuff like that in different areas so that we can expand the type of revenue streams that you guys can earn. So you're not just trying to do everything on your own. And obviously there's a lot that kind of will go into this and the idea will, continue to evolve and grow as we move forward. But that's roughly what it is that we're trying to do. So for this community to be successful, what we need are, members that are, dedicated to being here, engaging, helping one another, members that want to learn, about the business end of things, that are committed to figuring out how to develop and maintain a full-time career for themselves, and that are, committed to also learning the teachings that TJ and I have put together, because it's what we feel is really the best way to do it. And if we're going to be working towards being successful, it's important that we're all kind of using the same philosophy and not shooting off in 25 different directions with different ideas. So we really want to encourage, people to kind of use our thoughts and processes moving forward. And we really feel if we can kind of organize that and do that over time, that we're going to, not only kind of create a new kind of way to develop artists, but also what is almost like a new label. We're going to want to provide everything that a label provides you without taking large percentages of your career or any percentages of your career, and allowing you guys just to make the money that you deserve. That's a really long-winded answer, but that's really overall what it is that we're trying to do.